were waiting for their dinner. Bujo lifted a stainless steel plate and saw his image in it. Oh, this plate acts as a plain mirror. My image is erect and is of the same size. Paheli saw her image using the back of a steel spoon. Bujo, look here. I can also see my erect image, though it is smaller in size. Though it is smaller in size, then also I can see my image, erect image. This spoon also acts as a mirror of some kind, said Paheli. You can also use a spoon or any curved shining surface to see your image. Now in this activity we will see, students, activity 15.5. Take a stainless steel spoon. Bring the outer side of the spoon near your face and look into it. Do you see your image in it? In 15.10 figure, this is the outer side of the spoon, and here Bujo is, here we can see the image of the Bujo on it. So do you see your image in it? So is this image different from what you see in a plain mirror? Is this image erect? Is the size of the image the same, smaller or larger? See, students, here you can see your image. Okay, you can see your image, and the answer of the next questions are here, students. Now look at your image is erect here. Is this image different from what you see in the plain mirror? What you have seen in the plain mirror, the same you will get it here. Now is this image erect? Yes, this image is erect. Okay, now see, students, now look at your image using the inner side of the spoon. Okay, now inner side. This time you may find that your image is erect and larger in size. And what is here? This image is smaller in size. When outer side of the spoon you are seeing your image, so that is smaller. And here inside, this time you may find that your image is erect and larger in size. If you increase the distance of the spoon from your face, you may see your image inverted. Here in 15.11 figure, the inverted figure of this Bujo is given here. Please, students, you can observe this. If you increase the distance of the spoon from your face, so you may see your image inverted. You can also compare the image of your pen or pencil instead of your face. Any image you can, any object you can use for this. First you can use a spoon, its outer side and its inner side. So which different kinds of images you can see, that you can do this at home by taking this kind of spoon. Okay, now the curved shining surface of a spoon. Curved shining surface of a spoon acts as a mirror because we can see the images on it. The most common example of a curved mirror is a spherical mirror. What is that? The most common example of a curved mirror is a spherical mirror. So students, if the reflecting surface of a spherical mirror is concave, so it is called a concave mirror. And how its shape, that I will show you here also. See, students, if the reflecting surface of a spherical mirror is concave, it is called concave mirror. And if the reflecting surface is convex, so then it is a convex mirror. You can see in figure A, this is concave, and figure B is convex mirror. Now here also I am telling you, students, by using this ball we can see which is concave and convex. So why are concave and convex mirrors called a spherical mirror? See, take a rubber ball and cut a portion of it with a knife or a hacksaw blade. Okay, so now here be careful, students, for when you are cutting this, the inner surface of the cut ball is called a concave. See, inner surface of this ball is called concave surface, and the outer surface is called the convex. Okay, keep in mind, outer means how its shape is. Outer surface is convex and inner surface is concave. Now the inner surface of a spoon acts like a concave mirror, while its outer surface acts like a convex mirror. सो कॉन्केव का शेप मतलब इनर साइड में उसका शेप किस तरह से होगा, सो थोड़ा सा हॉलो होगा, सो दैट इज कॉन्केव, एंड आउटसाइड से वो थोड़ा सा बाहर आ चुका है, सो दैट इज द कॉन्वेक्स मिरर. सो वी नो दैट द इमेज ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट formed by a plane mirror cannot be obtained on a screen. Let us investigate, means let us find out something if it is also true for the image formed by a concave mirror. So we will find this by using different activities. So take a concave mirror, hold it facing the sun. Try to get the light reflected by the mirror on a sheet of paper. Adjust the distance of the paper until you get a sharp bright spot on it. Hold the mirror and the sheet of paper steady for a few minutes. Does the paper start burning? Yes or no? Does the paper start burning? So students, what you have to do here, take a concave mirror in your hand and hold it facing the sun. Now try to get light reflected by the mirror on a sheet of paper. Here you have to adjust the distance of the paper until you get a sharp bright spot on it. So you have to hold that mirror and the sheet of paper steady for some times. So what will happen? Obviously it will burning. Yes or no? So students, this bright spot is in fact the image of the sun. Notice that this image is formed on a screen. Notice that this image is formed on a screen. An image formed on a screen is called a real image. This screen we can see on the image. So this is the real image. This bring spot is in fact the image of the sun here. So here we have to notice that this image is formed on a screen. So an image formed on a screen, we know means it is called as a real image. So recollect that in activity 15.2, the image formed by a plane mirror could not be obtained on a screen. So such an image is called a virtual image. Okay, virtual image, like just you are imagine that image. So now let us try to obtain on the screen the image of a candle flame formed by a concave mirror. We will try here in next activity 15.7. Fix a concave mirror on a stand. Any arrangement to keep the mirror steady would be, okay, so it should be steady, and place it on a table. You can see the table in 15.15 figure. Paste a piece of white paper on a cardboard sheet and it should be 50 centimeter by 10 centimeter. You can see in this figure. Now this will act as a screen. Keep a lighted candle on the table at a distance of about 50 centimeter from the mirror. It should be 50 centimeter from the mirror. Actually here it is given perfect distance, and it is not like that always you have to take 50 centimeter distance only. Any you can take for this activity, but as we are doing this activity, so you can take any 50-60. So 50 centimeter from the mirror. What is the distance of about 50 centimeter from the mirror? It should be from the mirror. So try to obtain the image of the flame on the screen. Here you can see in 15.15 figure, this is, you can see small image, and here right side the bigger image you can see. For this, move the screen till a sharp image of the flame is obtained. Okay, आपको मूव करनी है ये स्क्रीन कहाँ तक? A sharp image of the flame is obtained. So make sure that the screen does not obstruct the light of the light from the candle falling on the mirror. What you have to do, students, make sure that the screen does not obstruct the light from the candle falling on the mirror. Is this image real or virtual? Is it of the same size of the flame? Yes or no? So as here this is for the concave. So is this image real or virtual, students? What is its answer? Is it of the same size? How it will come? The size will not be the same. Okay, size will not be the same, and we have already, actually we will see that convex mirror is always formed a virtual or erect. So it's opposite for the concave. Convex mirror is always formed a virtual, okay, image, virtual image or erect image, and it's opposite it for the concave. So now move the candle towards the mirror and place it at a different distance from it. In each case, try to obtain the image on the screen. Record your observation in table. Is it possible to obtain the image on the screen when the candle is too close to the mirror? You can see, students, see 15.16 figure, 15.16 figure here, virtual image formed by an concave mirror. It is given. Okay, virtual image formed by a concave mirror. It is given here. So we see that the image formed by a concave mirror can be smaller or larger in size than the object. The image may also be real or virtual. May also be real or virtual. So concave mirror are used for many purposes. So you might have seen doctors using concave mirrors. Why concave mirrors they are using? For examining ears, eyes, nose and throat, because they can see its bigger view. That's why they are using concave. Okay, so the image what you are seeing, that will be large in size. So concave mirrors are also used by dentists to see an enlarged image of the teeth. The reflectors of torches, headlights of cars and scooters are concave in shape. Bujo observed his image in the Why are they using concave? Because they want to see its larger size. That's why concave. Okay. So Bujo observed his image in the shiny surface of the bell on his new bicycle. He found that his image was erect and smaller in size. He wondered if the bell is also a kind of spherical mirror. Can you recognize the type of the mirror? As the doctors are using concave, so why concave? Because they want to see the smaller part in the larger view. Okay, so can you recognize the type of the mirror? So concave for the larger and convex for the smaller then. So here next activity we will see 15.8. See, repeat activity 15.7 now with the convex mirror in place of a concave mirror. Okay, now record your observations. Could you get a real image at any distance of the object from the convex? Will you get it? Could you get a real image? See now. For that, did you get an image larger in size than the object? How? Because if you are using concave, that only we are getting larger. So obviously if you are using convex, so you will get the smaller image. You will not get larger image. So can you now recognize the mirror used as side mirrors in scooters? Can you now recognize the mirrors used as side mirrors in scooters? These are convex mirrors. Convex mirrors can form images of objects spread over a large area. It is spread over a large area. So these help the drivers to see the traffic behind them. Actually, you can see the small images. But as this is occupying the larger area, you can see the small objects. But this is occupying the larger area which is behind you. You can see if bus is behind you, so you can see that bus smaller than that object. Means you know that bus is the object and its size you know. उतना का उतना size आपको आपके if you are means driving, so आपकी मिरर में उतनी की उतनी साइज आएगी क्या? नहीं आएगी. सो एक्चुअली इट स्प्रेड्स ओवर अ लार्जर एरिया. सो लार्जर एरिया अगर ये ऑक्यूपाई कर रहा है, सो यू कैन सी द ऑब्जेक्ट्स स्मॉल. सो दीज हेल्प्स द ड्राइवर्स टू सी द ट्रैफिक बिहाइंड देम. मीन्स many things the driver can see as the convex mirrors occupy the more area. Now next is 15.5. Images formed by lenses. You might have seen a magnifying glass. It is used to read very small print. You might have also use it to observe the body parts of a cockroach or an earthworm. The magnifying glass is actually a type of a lens. Lenses are widely used in spectacles, telescopes and microscopes. Lenses are widely used in spectacles, telescopes and microscopes. Try to add a few more uses of lenses to this list. Okay, so we will see that next. Get some lenses, touch and feel them. Okay, can you find some difference just by touching the lenses? See, those lenses which feel thicker in the middle than at the edges. are convex lenses. Here we have to find the difference after the touching. When you will touch, so after that, what is the difference? So see, get some lenses, touch and feel it. So first, those lenses which feel thicker in the middle than at the edges, means its parts thicker in the middle. It should be thicker in the middle and its edges are than the edges. Okay, thicker in the middle than its edges. This is called the convex lenses. These are the convex lenses. And those which feel thinner in the middle than at the edges, as compared to its edges, those who are thinner in the middle. So these are the concave lenses. Okay, what are these? Are the concave lenses. Now in figure 15.22 you can see here this A figure is convex lens because its middle is thicker than its edges, and this is the concave. This is feel thinner in the middle. You can see thinner part in the middle than its edges. Okay, this thinner part in the middle you can see. So this is concave lenses and convex lenses is A, concave is B figure. Now let us play with the lenses. Now here activity 15.9. Take a convex lens or magnifying glass, put it in the path of sun rays. Okay students, from here I will tell you, I will explain this in next video. Thank you students.